No shortcut to safety. This is Mike. Together with his brother David, they are on their way to visit their grandmother, who lives in the countryside. Suddenly, a passing vehicle kicks up a stone, striking his windshield, producing a large crack in the acute viewing area of the windshield. Immediately, Mike realizes the crack significantly impairs his ability to drive safely, and that his windshield needs to be replaced as soon as possible. Mike and David go to a nearby auto glass shop to quickly replace their damaged windshield. Mike states that auto glass is just auto glass, right? David recalls that recently one of his friends got his windshield replaced, and later that same morning he had a low-speed head-on collision. Even though he was told that the adhesive manufacturer's procedures were followed, the windshield still popped out. George, the shop owner, overheard their conversation and used this opportunity to state that something like this can only happen if inferior products were used, procedures were not followed, or the vehicle was released too soon. While Mike's windshield is being replaced, George offers them a cup of coffee and continues to explain the subject. There are industry standards which define when a car is safe to drive. How these standards are met and how crash testing occurs varies throughout the auto glass industry. According to Ralph Nader, a leading consumer advocate and former U.S. presidential candidate, the standard should always be applied according to the most severe interpretation. Based on these standards, every adhesive manufacturer's product has a required waiting time after a windshield installation. This is called safe drive-away time. The published safe drive-away time is dependent upon several factors: car type, climatic conditions, and whether the occupants are wearing seat belts or not. Adhesive manufacturers can manipulate their safe drive-away time recommendation by using a less complex car, favorable climatic conditions, and belted crash test dummies. Therefore, a safe drive-away time of 30 minutes can be easily obtained. But this may not be safe under real-world conditions. To explain the topic further, George shows them 2 crash test videos. In this clip, the car was crashed 30 minutes after the windshield installation. With this crash test, you see a standard car, at room temperature but with belted crash test dummies. You see that the windshield stays in place and doesn't even get damaged. Here you can see the same model car under similar conditions using the same adhesive, but now the occupants are unbelted. The screen is smashed and pops out after the same 30-minute wait time. What are the most severe test conditions? George's company mission is to provide the customer with the safest installation possible. He believes there must be no shortcut to safety when it comes to windshield installations. That's why he uses Sika, because Sika also understands there is no shortcut to safety. He knows that Sika has crash tested their adhesives to the most severe interpretations of the standards. Sika's adhesive system can be used in nearly all climatic conditions, regardless of vehicle model, and will hold the windshield in place even if his customers forget to wear their seatbelts. This gives him great peace of mind and allows him to sleep comfortably at night knowing that his customers are as safe as possible. Mike and David now understand the importance of a correctly installed windshield. Not only did George safely install their windshield with a Sika adhesive, they made it safely to Grandma's on time for dinner.